So you're refusing to identify yourself.
I don't have to identify myself.
Well, if you're going to enforce things publicly, you got to give your,
I am
you got to
identified as
identify
agent
yourself.
Security, hired by 4th Avenue Merchants Office. This,
So can you show me where the boundaries are to the 4th Avenue Merchants Association?
all of 4th Avenue.
So am I on 4th Avenue
sir.
right now?
You are in the 4th Avenue Park Complex.
Really? Because I don't see anything saying that this is a, I don't see anything that says this is 4th Avenue.
A sign that says this park is closed after dark.
And where does it say that?
The sign you are sitting next
Well, according to all the stuff with the city, this is actually zoned legally as a right-of-way, not as a park.
Man, I've never been one of those crazy people before. This is awesome.
Well, they're trying to say this is a park. Under the city zoning stuff, this is actually a right-of-way. And that sign's error on part of the city, kind of like if you go to the McKell Center, that's actually, huh?
That is private property. They can put whatever they want on there.
So first you're saying this is a public park, now you're saying it's private property, huh?
McKell is considered private property.
No, McKell is a public university that's part of the local government.
Okay.
And everybody that works at the U of A is a government employee. All the people going to school there are paying the government for their education. All the money they make goes towards helping the community and financing the community. And the only reason why you guys are a company is because a frat decided back in the day to give Mr. Parker a gig to be their doorman for a private party that they ran that got red tagged.
Okay. Are you going to leave or are we going to wait on TPD? That's your option right now. Is you leave or have TPD deal with you?
Well, show me where.
Once again, I do not have any paperwork on me.
All right, do you have an ID?
Or
So you're saying you have no paperwork, you're enforcing,
closed after dark.
and so, well, can you show me the paperwork that says this is a park?
You can either leave or TPD will be here in a few minutes.
So according to this says plaza, not park. And there's nothing that says anything, any kind of code. So this says that this is historic 4th Avenue, which is this whole area over here. And this guy is being a public Nazi, trying to control and dictate a public area and refuses to identify himself. And this is a guy who is filing a complaint with private security rather than local law enforcement.
Thank you.
Would you like to say what your accusation is?
I have a glass in my foot.
You got what?
Glass in my foot.
Ouch.
It hurts. And it's swollen, as you can see.
And you need it removed?
Yes. Not my foot. Hopefully I won't lose my foot. Thank you.
So do you know what 18 US is 245 is? And do you want to continue to violate it? And here's Officer Tippy Hat.
I mean, that right there?
Yeah. It hurts.
What about your foot?
All right, you can help. Sorry. You can help me. Thanks for coming out. I know you worked hard.
What's coming to your
Hard. Thank you, officer.
Okay.
Let's see. How long will it be, you know?
Like maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, I gotta go to Rondell. No weapon. St. Mary's.
Yeah, St. Mary's or
UMC. Alright, I gotta get out of there. Thank you. Paul Cal.
No problem.
Be careful. I like your guns. They're trying to monopolize a city-owned plaza, and they have no paperwork to show that they have any contract to use it, and they haven't identified themselves, and they have no paperwork.
The
other-
the 4th Avenue Merchants Association.
Well, this is a city plaza. This is a city right-of-way.
Okay,
This
so
is zoned as nothing more
you can
than
walk
a
through it.
right-of-way. Right,
walk
so
through it.
why are they filing
Well, they said that you-
phallus complaints
They
with...
said you sat down on the benches, and according to the signs, the plaza closed dusk till dawn. and
Well,
it's got a no trespassing sign.
that says that this is a plaza. That's it saying that it's a park regulation. You can't regulate this as a public resting stop and as a park at the same time when it's not publicly zoned. The other thing, Officer Lushbaugh, are you familiar with 18 US is 245, and do you want to continue to violate it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, look up public area as defined under 18 US 245.
Okay, I'm just telling you, don't sit in the benches.
Well, I'm telling you that you're over-extenuating your authority and you're violating federal law for public areas as defined under 18 US 245. And if they can't show any paperwork that says that they own this area or they're contracted with this area, you can't enforce something without them showing paperwork.
I'm enforcing anything that's marked. It says no trespassing. It's got the city statute right there.
Which,
It says public. It says no trespassing. Probably ARS 13-1504. Plaza closed dusk till dawn. You can walk through it. They just don't want anybody sitting there, man. Because
well,
sit there all night
guess
and
what that means? If I walk through this, then I have to violate the law in order to get where I'm going. So right now, what you're saying is I have to violate the law to get where I'm going. And I'm telling all of you right now, you guys are violating public area codes under federal law under 18 US 245. You're on notice, and if any complaint is filed against me, any public paperwork is put out in my name to ruin my name and my reputation, you all will be legally liable. Do you understand that?
Whatever you say, Anthony. Just don't sit in the benches, man. That's all.
Well, you can go do something else, Officer Lunchball. Okay. Why don't you go find the missing children? Why don't you stop the property crimes?
Okay. I'll go do that.
Why don't you go and protect and serve our community rather than wasting time and resources that the department can't afford to harass people for using public spaces as they were used by taxpayer money to be used. So tell me this, if you say I can't be here, where can I legally sit down? Because if I go right anywhere over here and they're going to file a complaint that I'm sitting on the sidewalk and they're not.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Which means what? So what if I'm here during the day?
7 a.m. and 10 p.m. you cannot.
And do you understand that under 11-36 2B4 of the Tucson City Code, it says for First Amendment or business purposes, I can sit, stand, or lie on the sidewalk as long as I leave 5 feet of space for people to go by, which is an exemption under the code. And he knows this because the city was yes.
Okay, then
20. The code says 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Okay.
So you want to put the city under another lawsuit?
What's your app? Okay, Anthony, I'm leaving.
All right,
Good
bye.
Night. Good night.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
And remember, no victim, no crime, Officer Lushbaugh. No victim, no crime. No victim, no crime. Taxation is theft. No victim, no crime. You work for the people, not the corporations. Blue lives are the American ISIS. Don't support the blue ISIS. Huh?
You like YouTube?
Yeah, like they're our sponsor for our press.
Yeah, check out my YouTube, man. I'm starting to put like local channels.
All right, like, hey, here, I'll film you. Like, give yourself a promo.
Check out Bless Me Apollo for local music, videos about the police. Check it out.
Nice. Let me get a close-up of that. There you goes, everybody. Check them out on YouTube. Support your local musicians and your local artists.
Yeah, man. We have videos, we got music. New music will come out this week and next week. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. And so, like, if you look up Anthony Potter on YouTube, that's where this is going to be shown. Yeah, with Arizona United News Service.
Let me write it down.
Our news service is here to hold the government accountable.
Exactly, that's what Bless Me Apollo is for as well. You said Anthony Potter?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Do you want a card or you got it on the video?
I got it on the video.
Dope. Good luck, man.
Thanks. Stay safe.
You too, man.
Good. They're being plaza Nazis.
Huh?
They're being plaza Nazis. Like under public defined areas under federal code 18 US 245, like they're not allowed to restrict public areas.
Right.
So what they're trying to say is the 4th Avenue Merchants Association is trying to say that they have paperwork saying that they own this plaza, and they're allowed to regulate it as they see fit. Well, I said, well, can you? Yeah. Well, this this isn't actually zoned as a plaza or as a park. It's legally zoned as a right-of-way. So rather than the cops doing their job, they took the cops away from trying to find missing children, from looking for people committing property crimes and violent crimes, to have them come and be a sidewalk Nazis and enforce policies on behalf of the 4th Avenue Merchants Association.
Have a great night, all right?
You too, stay safe.
Who are you to tell me where who are you to enforce the laws and the policies of a public area? You guys are a 501c3 non. So this is what a 501c3 pays you guys to do, is be public enforcement Nazis?
4th Avenue Merchants Office.
Which is a 501c3 nonprofit for artisan and press and business awareness. And I actually have a business, Arizona United Press and News Services. And you're interfering with my journalism.
And you're not part of the merchant's office.
And neither are you.
I am.
No, you're not. You're a simple contractor who's violating your contract by being a sidewalk Nazi.
Okay.
And failing to identify yourself while trying to enforce public laws.
I do not have to give you my name, my badge number.
If you're going to work with the public, and conduct yourself, you have to.
No, sir, no, I do not.
Yes, you do. If you're going to work in public and you're going to say you represent 4th Avenue merchants and you're going to go after local journalists for filming in the area and resting in public, is that what they do? They pay you to waste police resources and taxpayer money by telling people they can't sit or stand or film in public? And that's one of the merchants laughing at you.
Okay. You passed 2 signs that says the park's closed after.
And you're what, law enforcement? Look, this guy likes to play with lights. This guy likes to play with lights.
Right now.
Look, this guy likes to be tough.
Sir, back up.
Well, you walk towards me. You walk towards me.
You are aggressive.
You walk towards me. Back up.
You are aggressively coming towards my
No,
officer.
you walk towards me. You walk towards me.
You're aggressively coming towards my...
No, you walk towards me.
You gonna let me finish or not?
No, you're done here. Bye. There's nothing saying that you got to stay here. Bye.
Walk on down the road.
Bye.
Walk on down the road. After.
Bye. I'm a journalist. My job is to film and show government in their natural state of duty.
Can we try not to have the patient on film? We're asking medical
Leave me alone. Stop. I have the right to speak to my government without you guys interfering. I have the right to film anything in public. I have the right to film anything in public.
You can't film his medical privacy.
I have the right. Don't treat him in public if you don't want it to be public. No. I have to be on a public sidewalk. I have the right to film on a public sidewalk.
Go there.
No.
Leave out.
No.
Leave out.
No.
You're just gonna go to jail, Anthony.
For what? Filming on a public sidewalk?
They're taking his medical records. So.
Yeah, and you're interfering in me filming my government.
You need to leave.
Nope.
Leave.
Nope.
Leave.
Nope. I have the right to film on a public sidewalk. I got the right to film on a public sidewalk. This is the 4th Avenue merchants trying to call the cops on me for filming on a public sidewalk.
Filming on a public sidewalk.
Yep, and are you guys aware of public area, the public area code 18 US 245, in which you're in violation and you're on notice? No, I am not interfering. To interfere in a government operation is to physically or threaten someone from doing their duty. And I'm putting you, A-Team Security, and Mr. Parker on notice that you're violating public area code 18 US 245. And you're on this. You also are violating my First Amendment right to press, to free speech, to peaceful assembly, and to redress my government. I'm not in the park. I'm on a public sidewalk filming my government, and you're interfering in me filming my government.
And if you post that, that's his medical privacy.
I'm allowed to post. I'm allowed to post anything that I can see or view from public.
You can videotape all you want, but if you post it, you can be sued.
And you have no understanding of the First Amendment. So if you don't like what's going on, don't work for the government. Go work at McDonald's. Or be corporate Nazis like these guys. I'm not in the park. I'm filming on a public sidewalk. And you guys aren't allowed to call the cops or press charges for me filming on a public sidewalk.
You guys already came out and talked. You guys already came out and talked to them, and you still refusing to leave.
I'm on a public sidewalk filming. You're not allowed to tell me that I can't film or be on a public sidewalk.
Oh, good.
Look, the A-Team Security calling the cops because I'm filming on a public sidewalk. Yeah, because I'm filming on a public sidewalk, which they say is against the law.
No, now he's